Ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary, welcome to another delightful episode of Medioker Poker, where Amanda punts her stack. I am Amanda Bonanza. Below me is the wonderful and beautiful Rayna Sunshine, and below her is the always elegant Emily Kailyn. We're here today to play some Zoom No Limit Texas Hold'em here. I am playing the micro stakes because I've been losing, and so I'm going down in stakes. And really, I found a new thing that has really kind of helped me. And so I found a YouTube channel called Sleepy Poker, and it's an AI generated voice and script, which is obvious. I mean, it's not obvious because they got those pretty good right now. Oh, do I play 4-6? Yeah, for the button. Yeah, I do. All right, that didn't work. All right, I'm defending. Like, you're supposed to defend with this shit, but I mean, fuck. I don't know why I defended with 4-6. I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that. We're not playing GTO today. I'm gonna be smart. So the thing that it has is it's got here. I'm gonna chill out so I can actually talk. So it's got it's a slow British voice that's soft for sleepy time, and I go to bed like listening to YouTube and putting YouTube stuff on anyway. So this was perfect for me. I can just put, and it goes over strategy, and I checked it out. It's actually good and accurate, and it's right. And so what I did when I was playing poker the other day is I just had it on in the background while I was playing poker, and I've noticed my game got way better because it was like, yeah, that is the right way to approach it. And so there's a way to do it. That one of the things that I think I've been doing wrong is I just been acting way too fast, and I've been being really impatient, and I just need to slow everything down and like make reasonable, thoughtful decisions instead of auto clicking and roboting and doing things according to GTO. I need to think through the situation. So that's my plan for the day.
Yeah, I can't imagine you'd learn much unless you got good at thinking through poker. Like, learning how to be robotic about GTO doesn't seem like learning poker skills. So it sounds like
not at all.
Yeah, if we're gonna be helping people learn poker, it seems like, yeah, thinking is gonna be the part of it. That's gonna
we have a pair of eights now. We have a pair of eights now, and it folded. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a smaller raise size, which is 2.4 big blinds there. So just a little blink. And that's been working out really well too. And so we did raise because we have eights. And so we have that. And since we're out of position, we have a marginal made hand. We're going to check it back to them, and they have a big giant stack. So we're going to call any bet that they make, and they didn't. And so now we have two pair. We're probably good here, but they might have a 9. They might have hearts. I don't think they would slow play a queen, but I've seen it happen. We still don't need to load money into this pot just in case. There's no reason. And so they're going to do that. We're going to call, and we're going to see if they do that. We now have a full house. So I'm confident that we probably have the best hand. They could have a 9, or they could have a higher pair than us, but I'm going to check call. Actually, no, I'm going to bet half pot here. Just see what they do. And I'm going to call, and they've got jacks. So there we go. They didn't raise with jacks, which is crazy. So like, all right, they just called with jacks. So they won a little bit of money because they could have made way more, but actually they couldn't have. Well, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, they could have, because I would have called them and I would have played it, but I'm not defending 8-5. So they slow played jacks, which is like a weird thing to do, but like, I don't know, they won, they took my money. So like, I can't complain. This is good enough to bring in. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to raise to 0.4 there. It's a weak suited ace, but hey, so it looks like we do have some fold equity at these tables.
Amanda, going back to that other hand, would a big bet have been a better idea against that guy, to try and chase him off of the thinking that the jacks are good, thinking maybe we had the 2?
No, that guy would have never folded a pair of jacks. Like the reason there was not a lot of money in the pot, and I bet small for 2 reasons. And I'm actually going to explain this because this is a good question. So we're not going to play jack 8. So the reason I bet small on the river was because I had a solid full house that I thought had potential to be the best hand. That was a value bet. but I wanted to bet small for a couple reasons. One, because if they did have a better hand than me and they came over the top and re-raised me, which is what they absolutely should have done and they didn't, like, is then I can just get off of it, not lose too much money. And the other thing is if they had anything but a full house, they would have folded, or they would have they would have folded to any large sized bet. But like if I keep it small, they might call with like a weaker full house, or like just a high card, just an ace, because people will do that, you know. And so that's why I did that. Like, to keep, you want to keep the worst hands in, and let the better hands blow you away. Like, that's kind of was my thinking there. And I think it was sound thinking. I did think I had the best hand because they never bet from position at any point, which was crazy. I mean, it wasn't that crazy with the queen there, but like it was crazy when they didn't raise me pre-flop. So like, I mean, I'll always 3-bet jacks, but I mean, they chose not to, and they did get money. They would have gotten more money because I would have called their 3-bet, and then and I would have played the exact same way, you know. And so I would have put more money in the pot, and they would have got more. So they fucked that one up for them, but they still won. But we didn't lose a lot. I mean, we lose like 10 big blinds, which isn't great. Sucks, but like I feel like we played the hand exactly right. And sometimes you play correctly and lose, that's poker. And that's like kind of the thing about it, is that's okay. It's okay if I feel okay. I feel bad when I make a dumb mistake. Like, so this is a good hand and we are going to bring in, but we're going to be cautious because we're in early position here. And so that's a real that's right on the low end of our range. Like, even suited connecting Broadway is still on the low end of our range. But like I said, we do have fold equity, so I can do that. But if we were starting to get 3-bet or called from late position and going multi-way with that stuff, I'd have to fold a hand like Jack Queen in first position. The low jack is a bad spot, or under the gun. Under the gun is bad. And we are not going to be playing 10-3 from the small blind ever. Never playing 8-9 from the small blind. We might, you know, the thing is I could let that fold around and we might play that, but I'm going to wait till I have a bigger stack before I start expanding my range. Right now, I'm below 100 big blinds. So like, I'm just going to tighten up and just play strong hands. There's nothing like the pittance that you lose when the big blind and the small blind roll around isn't anything compared to what you lose if you get into a hand with marginal cards. And so we do have a call from early position, but we have another call. And so we're getting really good pot odds with a decent hand. We do have overcards, so we're going to check. But this player here from early position should have a pretty strong range because they brought in from the low jack. And so once again, we're paying 2.6 big blinds to get 15.6. So we have to call because we have overcards and a straight draw. We still have a straight draw and overcards. So we're going to keep calling. We'll see if they bet anything because they stopped betting. So they didn't like that 8 for some reason. They're going to bet 9, which means they probably have something here. But we still do have overcards and a straight draw, and we're getting good pot odds. So I'm going to call it. And we hit a jack. So I'm going to check call. They're probably going to check because I don't think they might have a straight. No, I'm just going to get it. There we go. We're above 100 now. Did that line of thinking make sense?
Yes.
All right. Once again, we're in early position, but this is kind of a right there too. This looks very strong, but it's not as strong as you think, like from this position. So we did hit top pair. We're going to just bet this for value. I'm going to see what they do. They're going to do that. We're going to go on the high end. We're just going to do 4 big blinds. We don't want them to chase their straight or their flush draw. We want them, or at least we want them to pay for it. We don't want to give them good pot odds. So they're getting just under, and they're going to raise us. So I'm going to call, but that's dangerous. But we still do have top pair with a strong kicker. So they could easily have a set here. They could have a king worse. They don't have king ace. They don't have ace king. So if they just have a king, then I mean, they could have a king with a heart. I don't know what they would have. They could have 2 pair. They're going to check. So we're going to check back because of their aggression. So we're going to think back and we're going to just take it roll. We have a pretty strong hand, but we're not, if they check raised us, we'll slow our roll. There's an ace that just came in. They shouldn't have an ace if they bet this, but they could have. I don't think they have shit. I think they were just bluffing us. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check it down and take that pot. They do have an ace. They had hearts. All right. So see, so we did lose that hand, but that was a bluff that they did. So I was right to call it. And then I maybe should have put money in on the turn. I don't think I should have.
To scare him off.
Well, because they were telegraphing that they had something so that they liked their hand. So we know that they're betting their draws, which is what they're supposed to do. That was actually the right move, was them check raising. The problem was they didn't check raise enough. They were supposed to check raise bigger than a min click, and they just min clicked, which is why I stayed in. But I was going to stay in anyway because I had top pair. But I was like, you saw how I got cautious there, right? And so what I did then is that's one of the things that you can do in position is you can what's called pot control. And so when they did that, when they raised and I called with my top pair strong kicker, I was like, okay, well, what do they have? They could have a set. They could have been playing like, you know, a small pair that hit their spike their set. They could have had a weird 2 pair that they shouldn't have had. So I didn't really see 2 pair, but it could have possibly been a set. It can always be a set. And the only other thing I could think of was like a good solid king X that was right around like king 10, king queen. Like, and so either way, we couldn't go anywhere with top pair good kicker, but we didn't need to put more money into the pot. And then they just stumbled into their flush. But the correct thing to do from their position was to check raise. Now, maybe not with a bet that large. Maybe they should have called. I don't know. I don't think they played the hand badly. The only mistake that they made was they didn't bet the river, because if I had bet that river, which I was thinking of value betting for thin value, they would have came over the top and I would have lost all of it. So I lost the smallest amount I could have lost. So I'm happy with the way that played out, even though we lost the hand. All that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, you know, it just comes down to sometimes the cards just don't, you know, like they got it on the river. Like,
and that's fine. And they had a good hand and they played it well. Like they didn't do anything wrong and neither did I. And that's good poker. Like I'm super okay with that. They did do something wrong. They didn't bet for value on the river, and that was their big mistake. But I wasn't going to call it anyway. Once that heart came, I was like, I wouldn't have called a bet on the river. So they were even right to do that. They were right to check and hope I would do a value bet and then check raise me on the river, which is what they would have done. But they would have got that much more out of me if I had done that, which I was even considering. So they played that hand almost exactly right. I would have check raised for more money. Like I would have done bigger than a min click. I would have done like 3x or more, but they didn't. And so that's the only thing I can think of that they didn't do that was fucking pristine poker. But all in all, they played a great hand and they played it really well. Like, so but what that tells us is that our competition is playing good poker here. So we have to be aware of that, which means we can put them on reasonable ranges, which I'm just going to say is 8s plus every pair and 8 plus. There should not be a card lower than an 8 in anyone's hand except for pairs. Or unless they call on the big blind. But we're just going to keep folding marginal things. Like ace 4 off. Yeah, 9-5 isn't going to do much for us. Well, we might get a free roll here, so we'll see. You know, you can always flop quads, right? We'll get a free roll. We'll see what happens. Nothing doing. Nothing for us. We will not be putting any more money into this pot. There's no cards that can come that can save us. Like not even
the king.
even a king. No, because then it's
Oh,
on the
because then
board.
it's the yeah.
Yeah. An
Oh no,
eight.
an 8 would work.
An 8, but even then, it's like all they need's a king, and no one has it. So I don't think one of
Just
them's got to have a better hand than a card than a 9. But I'm not putting. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how it plays out, because when I fold, we'll see. I'm gonna fold. Oh, we're not gonna see, because I'm not gonna call them. So all right. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. They had something. They weren't in position. They had a 10. They had a jack. They had spades. Like they could have easily had a straight. Like they limped, so they had a garbage range. But like that doesn't mean they couldn't have had 2 shitty spades. So 6-7 looks like a good hand because it's suited connectors, but it's facing a raise. We're out of position and we have a short stack. So no, we're in the small blind. And ace-5 will just send away. I tire of ace-5 offsuit. Send it away. I'm tired of this. We apologize if we're being solemn. We had a rough week here at the Transverse.
Yeah, just a dramatic week, and then there's things going on today. I thought that until 5 was this sort of less important part of the day, and then after 6 p.m. was when the thing that I need to go to starts. The thing I need to go to starts at 3, so I'm gonna miss the first hour and probably the first 2 hours of that. So
I did that.
It's all right. I get to go hang out with my friends, and it's good.
Oh, it is good.
It's good.
Rayna, I have to ask you something, my dear. Earlier, when I said, did that make sense? Your response was kind of. And so I want to know, you don't have to necessarily go back to what we were talking about like minutes ago, like in ancient history. However, I would like you to chime in and let me know if I see something that you don't understand, so I can clarify for you and for anyone watching and listening. Yeah, it moves. Yeah, because you're busy and you do stuff and you're not a poker player like me. And you're not obsessed with it like I am. Ooh. Yeah, I understand that one. I know that one. So does my therapist. She also yeah, Emily,
in
what do you
Rayna's
have to say
defense,
about ADHD?
in Rayna's defense, she does have an 8.5 by 11 sheet blown up of like the different hands that she brings out, you know, so it's good.
I believe that 100%. You're great. So just you do well. The other thing that you bring is that like I don't really know what this means. So like from my perspective, I have been playing poker and watching poker and studying poker for 30, 40 years. So like I know the language and I know the jargon because I've been using it my whole life. But like for someone that's an outsider that is new to the game, which I know that some people in the chat are, like specifically like Charlotte and Jane Doe, I know neither of them are like super like advanced poker players. Yes, we're gonna be playing Queen 9. Oh, I missed it. I didn't have time as I was talking.
Oops. Ran out of time.
Queen 9 ain't that great. I don't mind folding it. But yeah, I would love it, Rayna, if when I'm talking and you don't understand that you ask clarifying questions. I would delight in that if you can muster up the gumption to do so.
Rayna did not have the gumption in the moment. I love it.
That's all right. That's all right. Okay, then you just do you. Did I tell you that? I mean, I might have said that. I want to check that. Hang on, I'm in a hand, and I do. That's a bad draw. I don't need to.
There's no
that.
chance. Yeah, you need 2 cards
Well,
to
there's
make
not
any...
no chance, but like, it's not. The chance isn't worth it. No, Rayna, come on, tell me. Oh my God! You sound like a Christian that thinks they're being persecuted. Oh, I'm being persecuted for my beliefs because they don't like it when I say they should be tortured. Ooh. Why doesn't anybody like me? Why doesn't anybody like me when I say they should be burned in hell forever for their existence? Why doesn't anyone like me? Oh, I'm being persecuted for my beliefs.
Ooh, we got called. Damn it.
We did. Yeah, that's a terrible flop for us. Oh no, we're gonna bet. We're gonna bet it anyway because
it's a yeah.
we're actually gonna bet like we could get us. We have a straight draw and a
Potential
backdoor
flush.
Flush draw. So we have a straight and we have a straight flush draw, a royal flush draw. But like, well, we had position and we had a strong hand. So like that's a really good flop for our range. So we were making a range bet. Like
we took it down.
I won. I bet and they folded. That's okay. Yeah.
Amanda's opening bet was a 7. They called it, which is a pretty big bet. And then when she bet 9, I think on the second, they were just like, "Nah, I don't have it."
Yeah. So they called. Yeah, so I'm gonna review this hand for everyone. So we can let's review it and let's talk about it. So I'm gonna bring this over and I will explain to you exactly and precisely what happened. So I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't think you can. So
yeah,
you can. Okay, great. It's there. Perfect. So this is not the hand that we were playing. I'm gonna back this out.
There we go.
Oh, am I in the hand? Yeah, I'm out. Cool. I'm gonna back this out. And this is the hand. So it started out, and I know this isn't easy to read, so I will talk you through it. So what happened was I was under the gun. And I was under the gun +1, and who is the other player? It doesn't say because they folded. But under the gun, so the first I was in the hijack, I was in the hijack, they were in the low jack. The low jack brought in for a min click. They did 2 big blinds. So they just did a min click to bring in. And so because I had a pair of queens, I 3-bet their queens and I raised it a little 3x with a little booster there because I wanted more money in the pot because I have a pair of queens, right? And so I put more money in the pot. I raised it to 7 big blinds and they called. So then the flop came, and the flop came like, what was it? Ace, 10, king, like 2 spades. So a very wet, very, very intimidating flop. But because I was the pre-flop aggressor, I made the 3-bet and they called the 3-bet and they were out of position. They checked to me. Now, even though I only had a pair, am I going too fast right now? Okay. I'm going to slow it down. I don't need you to explain it back to me, but I do want to help you understand it. So here's what happened, and I'm going to slow it down and dumb it down a little bit. So they bet small. I had a very strong hand, so I raised their small bet, and everyone folded, and they called my raise. And then when the flop came, so you follow so far, right? The flop came. Yeah, that was the pre-flop. That was the result of pre-flop. They called my 3-bet. They matched my raise. There were 3 bets. The big blind is 1 bet. They raised RFI raise. That's 2 bet. I raised their raise. RFI, raise first in. Yes.
Yeah, your first money in is a raise of what was already out there, meaning that you feel very confident in your cards because you're increasing the money. You're not just there to play, you're there saying that I have good cards. So you have bet, but I believe I have better cards. So I'm raising. And then Amanda on her turn did a 3-bet, which is bet basically triple the bet, but then she made it a seven instead of 6 because she even added a little bit like of extra confidence on top of that, like I am good. In response to that, the person in the low jack bet called her bet.
They matched my bet. Yes, no. They raised first in from the low jack, which is under the gun. The first thing anyone could do in that hand, because the big blinds are already in, they're the blinds. They were the first to act, and they min click. They brought in for 2 big blinds. They raised first in, they raised 1 big blind. So just to clarify what Emily said, that they raised the blind. They didn't raise like someone saying, I like my hand, here's the bet. Like the blind is the standard bet that we play for. And then they raised the blind, and then I raised their raise. So blind is 1 bet. Raise first in is the 2 bet. My raise of their raise is a 3 bet. If they had raised me again, that would be a 4 bet, and so on and so forth. 5 bet is the highest it ever gets, because if there's a 5 bet and the other person still wants to play, then they're all in. Like, and usually it doesn't even get to a 5 bet. Usually it's a 4 bet all in. But the bottom line is I had a strong hand. They didn't, and they were out of position. They just called to see a flop. And when that nasty ass flop came, that was very strong, very high card, very wet, very dynamic, I didn't have good cards for that flop. I had okay cards for that flop. But because I was the 3-better, I had both the range and the nut advantage. Do you know what those things are? Yes, that's exactly right. Like the range of cards that I would play for that amount of money. Like, so my 3-betting range is, just to clarify, my 3-betting range is basically suited Broadway. I throw in some suited aces and 8s plus and pairs. That's and maybe some offsuit Broadway. If it's like, I'll definitely 3-bet ace queen. I might 3-bet ace jack in certain situations. That's my 3-betting range. And so I assume other people's 3-betting ranges are similar. They might have some suited connectors in there, and that's fine. I can put them on that. So when I see a 3-bet, I can assume someone's got a good strong hand. So when a good strong flop comes, well, all of my range is in there. My range contains ace. So I had trip aces. I had queen jack, which makes me a straight. I had a queen jack of spades, which gives me a straight flush draw, like a straight with a straight flush draw. Like I had a lot of things that, like, all of it is in my range, and all of it were like nut hands. Like, and so like I had both that's having the range, and they didn't have any of that. They had some of that, but they didn't have much because they called the 3-bet. So they were calling, I think they probably had like a pair of 9s or a pair of 8s or something, maybe even a pair of 7s that they decided to check. Maybe they had 9-10. Like, maybe they did. I don't know what they had, but they were scared off by my what's called a C bet, and C stands for continuation. Like, I continued betting because I was the 3-better. I was the pre-flop aggressor. Yeah. Yes. Yes. The nuts are the best possible hand that anyone could have. So in the case, well, yeah, of course it does. Yeah, no, this is relatively like it's not advanced poker strategy, but it's not like day one stuff.
Oh,
Like this is
Rayna, I'm sorry, they cannot hear you.
Oh no, that is too bad. I don't know if we hear you.
Make sure your mic is on this.
It's all right. Oh, yeah. We're working on it. Thank you, chat. We really appreciate it. No, you want to you just yeah. Um no, it's connected because we hear you, so it's just a matter of it's on the OBS.
It's connected to Zoom. Now I think it might be going out live.
Oh yeah, I can see you.
Rayna, give a talk.
Yeah.
I
can see it going out now. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just didn't. It just wasn't linked up to my audio device, so.
It's okay. It's okay.
I actually I updated to Windows 11 because I wanted to have the same voice access features because I'm trying to use that to help with using the computer because it's so slow with my broken wrist, and I have Windows 11
is old and Windows 11 is excellent.
Windows 11 for work, and they have different speed like voice control features. So I already have the Mac, so it's like I was going between 3 different ones, and they're all slightly different. So I thought I'll just upgrade to Windows 11. I have to do it anyway, and so then at least there'll be one less thing that Wiley can make fun of me. Oh,
Rayna, one thing further.
I'm jumping back into poker.
Right click on it, on your audio.
Where?
On the bar, on the.
Oh, okay.
Right click on it, and bring up the advanced audio properties.
Okay, so it's still not working.
Mono. You need to click mono for you because you're only coming in people's left ear. It's a checkbox to the left right there. There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Now you see on your graph there of your audio, it's in both channels, left and right.
Oh, okay.
How there's 2 bars.
This is
parallel.
OBS training. Okay, yeah. All right. Okay. So does that mean my mic is not you have to have 2 mics for stereo recording?
Yeah, and I don't know why some of them automatically come in as the dual mono, but yeah, we got it now. It's all good.
Okay.
That happened to me as well.
Yeah, I updated Windows 11 and then I updated OBS. So actually, I'm amazed that the show went as well as it did. That being
I see in my OBS currently because I have it open for the virtual camera. That's how everybody's seeing me. On the scene that I'm in, I'm only in one channel as well, but they're not getting my OBS. They're getting your feed, in which I am stereo. So
cool.
Hot dog.
That was fun. That was a fun aside. I'm sure everybody wants the Windows 11 and troubleshooting show.
Rayna, I don't know if you've got. I had to
switch
restart
back.
because I got booted. Yeah, so if you want to bring the poker game back in, there it is.
Hey, let's get back to poker. It is mediocre poker after all.
So I have a good hand here, so I'm gonna check raise probably here.
I can do mediocre Windows troubleshooting.
I'm gonna call.
Mediocre troubleshooting.
Yeah, mediocre troubleshooting.
So our hand got better. That Jack helps us. We do need a 9. We need a 9, or a 10, or a king.
Where did your screen go? Darn it!
All right, we missed everything, and they're gonna bet again. They're gonna triple barrel here.
Triple barrel is what?
Yeah, bet every street.
Oh, okay.
Bet the flop, bet the turn, bet the river. That's a triple barrel.
Does that mean that means they love their hand or they're insane?
I'm certain they flop the straight or a set. I'm certain of that, but we had good cards that we had good equity, so it justified a call every step of the way. So we called 2 streets, and we folded the river because we missed all the way. So Queen 10 is not good enough to call or bring in, even if it's a min click. King 8 is good enough to bring in if everyone folds to us.
You will fold to us.
10 ace, I hate 10 ace, but we are on the button and it's good enough to bring in, but not to a raise.
Oh, not to a raise.
Not to a raise, not good enough to play. Ugh.
Oh, that's terrible, right? Fold.
Well, it's a suited queen on the on the big blind, and it looks like we're gonna get a free roll here. I
Okay, then it
probably
makes
gonna
sense
call.
to see the
Oh
flop.
no, not to that raise. Look at that giant raise from the small blind. That screams I really like my hand. So we're not gonna call. Watch, I think probably the
Right.
C5's gonna. They did that, or that I'm really good, and I only want to go against one other person, and they called. So let's see. So they're checking, so they don't like their hand all that much. They don't have a high pair. They might have an ace, though. They could easily have an ace. They could easily have diamonds.
Amanda, how were we able to stay here?
I hit sit out next hand, so I can stay in.
So does that mean we have a hand evaluation of what happened on that one, and we can know who won?
Do we? Well, we saw who won. It was they played, but we don't get to see what they had because everyone folded. You only get to see what they had.
Oh, there wasn't a showdown after all of that?
Yeah, there wasn't a showdown. Yeah.
Damn.
We're not playing 9-6. That's so we saw what happened. Like they checked down, check, and then they bet pot on the river when the flush came. So they either hit an ace or had a flush. So either way, it doesn't matter. This is a hand that we can definitely bring in. So we'll bring it in, and we get to be in position, and we're just going to take that down there.
Amanda, sorry to distract and kind of go back to a previous thing that is only pertinent to me.
Let's.
If I were to leave the show at this moment, would that...
I am perfectly happy to be in a thing with my good friend Rayna Sunshine. And Rayna, if you have to go, I can fly solo if I need to. Actually, I can't because you're running the thing.
You're running the show.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in it to the end.
Emily has a very important engagement. She's been called by the Justice League, and there's an urgent matter regarding
World
the evil
security
empire. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and do a min click here with our pair of twos. We'll bet 2 big blinds for a pair of twos. We'll see if the Ducks fly today.
Let's flop a deuce. Let's flop a deuce.
We also flopped diamonds.
Oh no.
We're gonna check call.
I can't leave now. I gotta wait. Watch this hand.
We're not going anywhere. Oh Jesus.
Okay, it is?
So everyone's got spade. Everyone's got diamonds. But here's the thing.
What are you eating? Oh no.
It got worse. But if the board pairs, we have a full house. Yeah, we can't call. We can't call anymore now. We're done. We're out of here.
The one thing we need.
There were multiple flushes on that board. Every diamond came for everybody.
Yeah.
Except for.
Well, we had a pair of twos.
We had trips. We had a set.
We had our ducks, and they didn't fly. They flew, but they fucking got sucked into a jet.
Amanda, Rayna, everybody in the chat. Thank you all so much for coming and being here. It's always very fun hanging out with y'all. But I think I'm going to take my leave and go. I've got an errand I got to do, and then I've got an obligation I'm going to go partake in. I love you very much. Thank you for hanging out with us on our big show Saturday. Tune in tomorrow for Amanda. And did we confirm a guest for you?
Lilith is going to be on church with me, at least for the beginning.
Nice. Starting off church with Lilith and the great hair.
I'm wondering if we should put it off. Well, no, never mind. I'm gonna see because Rayna can't be there from the beginning, and I don't know if Rayna can do it anymore. So we might have to find a new partner. Well, I'm
sorry.
You need somebody to stream it?
Yeah, I need someone to. Plus, I like having the commentary with me.
Yeah.
I think it makes for a better show having 2 people rather than 1.
And
I
that's
just
that's
can't do it on
11 to
Sunday
1
right now. It's
or
really
11 to
hard.
2.
11 to 2, yeah. It's 3 hours. It's a long one. I'll do it by
All right.
myself if I have to, but like I'd rather have someone to do it with me.
Yeah.
Hey, chat, let me know if you want to be on the show. If you want to do Church of Altec, but if you want to be my my navigator through the Fallout 4 wasteland.
I have much more comprehension in that show than of this, but
Yeah, that's very true. All right, I will talk to y'all later, and we'll decide what tomorrow's going to be and who needs what for what. Cool.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Bye.
Emily. Have a great day.
Bye, y'all. You too.
Defeat evil.
I will. I will do my best. Bye.
defeat evil. Yes.
Hi, Rayna.
Hi.
We're losing at poker.
Yeah. It happens.
Yeah, we haven't been doing well. I still don't feel like I've made any mistakes in this game, but sometimes the cards just don't go your way.
Yeah.
So I played a little loose with a couple calls, but like nothing egregious. So this is we don't have anything here. I'm just kind of assessing. We do have a backdoor bad flush draw, and a backdoor gut shot straight draw, but not worth putting any money in the pot. Neither are worth much, and we'll see that. Get rid of that. So let's see about this. 5-7, no good. We're just folding. Queen King is good enough to play in the hijack, not to a 5 big blind raise from the low jack in the big stack, though. Fuck, kind of. Yeah, I do want to re-raise that. I want to play Queen King. I want to go to stack. I want to double up with them. If I hit, I can double up. If they 4-bet, I gotta go. I got a 3-bet because I'm principal. We'll see what they do. They're gonna call. I have a flush draw now. Definitely gonna call. I got a bet. We have nothing. They've got us beat. They have a pair of something. Yeah, we're gonna lose.
High card is it. That's nothing.
They have eights. They would have called. They wouldn't have got. They would have called. They would have called us down. I know it. They called. They bet 5. See, they went high. Yeah, we just missed. I'll buy it. I'll bite. They were sticky indeed. I maybe could have blown them off if I went out. I didn't have the fold equity though. Like that was the problem, is there was too much money in the pot already. Oh, there we go. Oh, we will bet that. We do hit it. We even have a straight. We don't have. Yeah, we have a straight flush draw too. They have an ace. They're gonna fold. Want to see if I was right about their ace?
Yeah. But how can you see it?
Oh no, they folded. They won't.
They folded.
Yeah.
We won't see their hand.
They folded.
Right?
We won't see. Yeah. Not until tomorrow. Like if I leave the site and I download the hand history, it shows me what everyone had.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a cool thing about this site that I think a lot of people don't know. King 8 is it's on the edge of my range. I'm gonna fold it. I'm gonna be tight. We're down. I want to build up a stack before I still start getting fast and loose. And when we're down and we are not hitting, it's like, well, I don't regret that other move that I made with that player either. I think I made the right move.
Yeah.
And the fact that they had 8s makes me like trust my judgment. So
Yeah.
I'll be playing this, even to away from the cutoff. 8, 9. It's right at the low end of my raise, but his suited connector isn't high enough. It's just at the low end of my suited connector range that I'm willing to play. I'm getting 3-bet. I don't think so. See, we're getting blown off a lot of things here. That's just kind of a drag. Like every time we do get something, someone seems to have something better. So
Yeah.
that's number wang, right? There we go. There's 2.4 big blinds on a pair of 7s.
Yep.
We'll call a 3-bet. We'll call 3-bet with 7s for sure. If they do. They all called, so we don't love going multi-way with a pair of 7s, but we do have a pair. And so we're just going to call, because they could have a 10, they could have a 9. They could have hearts. We block hearts. We now have a straight draw, so we're probably going to raise here. Especially to like 1, we're just going to go ahead and raise. We're going to raise to 10. They're going to go all in. That's fine with us. We lose. Goddamn. Just getting clobbered. Just getting clobbered. All over the place. That was a mistake. I should not have raised with a hand with showdown value as a bluff. Multi-way, even in position. It was the position. I was in position. I thought I could have done it, but it didn't work. And looking back, I think that was a mistake. I probably should have just let that play out and waited for the actual straight to come. Yeah, I'll play ace-8. And that was a good thing. We're gonna check our top 2 pair, and then we're gonna see what they do. We're probably just gonna we're gonna raise it. Now if we raise it, we're gonna blow them off. We didn't, but there's draws coming. I'm gonna think they have an ace. I'm gonna hope they have an ace, so we're gonna do that. Now we'll check raise them. Yeah, we love that. Now we're gonna check raise them to 25. We'll see what they do. Yeah, they're gonna give us so. There we go. We got a little extra money out of them. That's a delayed check raise is what it's called. Check raising the turn is a very strong move. And so I don't know if they know that, but I definitely had a better hand. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be judgmental because a lot of these players are actually pretty good. Like, I'm seeing a lot. I've been seeing a lot of good poker on this site lately. We're definitely raising kings, and so they bet pot, so we're gonna bet pot. And so we'll see what they do. They're gonna call. So 9, 10. We block the high end of that. 8 jack. They don't have 8 jack. I'm betting. They don't have 8 jack. They wouldn't call a 3-bet with 8 jack. They wouldn't have brought in 8 jack out of position. They shouldn't have. And if they have 8 jack, they win. I'm blocking their king, so they don't have that. Yep, they're gonna go home. They have clubs. Queen jack.
Oh.
I knew it.
Woo!
Woo! All right, we're up. Finally, we're up a little bit, even more than the about 50 big blinds that we went down with the. No, we were only like 25 big blinds down, so we're up about 50 big blinds here. So hey, there we go. So,
that's great.
So how I thought through that, did you did what I say make sense?
Yeah. Like they were waiting for the flush to come and we were blocking. They couldn't have
No, they had
kings.
top pair.
They had
top pair. Yeah, they had top pair and I think a straight draw. Like,
Oh.
which they were right to do it. They had a strong hand. We just had a stronger hand, and like that was the thing. It's like I think we're good, and I was right because it was the straight that beat us. So we do have a pair of tens, and they're betting one. It's enough to call one.
Yep.
It's not looking good. Like, even if they, like, I don't know what they could have that's worse than us. Like, what could they have? Nothing, right? They can't have a worse hand than a pair of tens. Like, they're, I believe them. I just believe them. Like, there's no way they're betting out of position, like, with a worse hand than a pair of tens, right? Like, no way. No way. Like, they had either a straight or two pair or a higher pair. Even just a jack beat us.
Right.
Now we will 3-bet this. And we'll do about a little over 3x for that. See if we get a cold caller here, a cold 3-bet caller. If we get a cold 4-bet, we have to be real careful. We're hoping they come along for the ride. We have a good strong hand and we're in position. They shouldn't have anything here. And we do have a backdoor straight draw and a backdoor flush draw, so I'm going to bet this. I'm going to bet small. And they shouldn't have anything. But they could have like a pair or something. They could have hit a set, like a bad set. Like, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
Now that's really bad for our range. So now they shouldn't have 6-9 or 4-6. Like, those are hands they should not have, but they could have 8-7 suited. They could have 8-8. I'm gonna just check it. We have overcards. Nothing came our way, so like we have showdown value with our ace high, but I mean they could have like they could be playing ace 7. You know, like I don't know what they're playing, but let's see. They have 10 queens, so our ace was good. So what we did there was we pot controlled. We thought we had the best hand. When they called it, we realized that you maybe didn't. And so we slowed it down and we stayed there. And so instead of like losing by putting money and trying to bluff on a hand that we could just win, we just kept the pot small and took down a small pot, which is the correct way to play poker. So 6-8 is no good to an early position raise, so we'll let that go. Jane, if you understand what I'm talking about, let me know. And if you don't, let me know, because I'm here for you also. And you too, Charlotte. Charlotte, I know you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about ever. Okay, 8 queen, no slam. Hey, Rayna, guess what time it is?
Time for the break.
It's close to our break. I'm going to set up the next big blind here.
Okay.
And so we'll take our break there. I'm not going to call 8-jack to an early position raise. And there it is. So let's go ahead and take a little break and come back.
All
and
right.
Then we'll
We'll
see
be
you
right
in a
back.
couple minutes, everyone.
Okay. We're in.
No, not to an early position raise. Hello, welcome back. I've been playing a little bit. I've just been slowly creeping up a little bit. I have enough of a stack here where I can bet, raise my bring in a little bit. We are going to raise ace jack offsuit in the small blind, and we're going to actually raise it up more because we don't want, we didn't want to, we wanted to go heads up or steal a pot. We didn't want to go multi-way out of position, which is what that other player did earlier that got me out of it. Remember when I said they either did a good play or they have a really strong hand? Either way, it's a good play for that reason. That's exactly what I did. Hello again. So, Jane, I'm sure that yes means that you indeed did understand some of the things that I was saying. We are raising ace 10 here, because we're on the button and it's a good enough hand and we'd rather not go multi-way. So we've got a reasonably strong hand on the button. We missed, but we do have the advantage, and we're gonna just do a small bet here because it's a paired board and people get afraid of paired boards. And since they quickly called, so we're gonna let them have it, basically, because they could have another pair, or they could also have overcards, but we have an ace now, and nothing came our way, that's for sure. If they bet, we fold. And it looks like they're going to. Yeah, they have a 7, or they have a pair of 4s in their hand. So we're just gonna let them have it. Great hand, great hand. That's okay. 10-4, no good. Ace 4, not very good, but it
Not
is,
very good in the big blind.
Definitely.
So you would fold that.
I'm gonna fold that to an early position raise and a call.
Oh, okay.
We
Otherwise, you would have free rolled it, right? You would have.
I would have, if just the big blind had raised, I would have played it, but I'm not, or just the button, because the button has generally a wider range. Early position, if you bring in, you have to have a strong hand to bring in an early position, and these players know that. And so, when I see an early position raise and I have like the absolute bottom of my range on the calling range of the big blind, and then it goes multi-way, like, no, absolutely not. Like, I didn't have anything close to calling that. You can say I was getting good pot odds, but it doesn't matter if you're not going to win the pot. Like, pot odds mean nothing. That's an antiquated school of poker, and poker has actually evolved. Like, even the pros will say you should tighten up your big blind calling range.
Yeah.
And I agree with them. Jack 4, nah. I was thinking about it. It's like on the bottom of my range there. I think I maybe was technically GTO supposed to bet that, but I wanted to put some lotion on my hands, and then I forgot I had to use the mouse every 5 seconds.
Oops.
Every 3 seconds I got to use the mouse, and I had a big pile of lotion on my hand. So now
Yeah, it's not good to have your hands thoroughly lubricated for using the mouse.
I have to moisten up my elbows. I can't have dry elbows.
Yeah, I know. That's yeah, I don't like that.
No, that's ridiculous. Who could live that? Who wants that? No one wants to have dry
Exactly.
elbows. I am gonna call this because we have a strong hand, but it's not so strong. We're in great shape here. We're gonna check raise. We're in great shape here to be multi-way with top pair and a really strong kicker. We love that. So I think we can actually get away with just calling and doing a delayed check raise. Yeah, definitely. They shouldn't be playing 5-6. So they could be playing 5-6. I'll still bet. I'm just gonna call just in case of that 5-6. The ace sucks, but I think they have a king, and I think it's a worse king than ours. They could have ace king actually, because we did just call them. But we'll see how big their bet is. I think they have a king. They could possibly have ace, or ace king. I'm calling. Let's see what we lose to. They did have king. Well, that's number wang.
Yeah.
We had a good strong hand. I don't think we made a bad move there. Once again, I have zero regrets about the way I played that hand, so I don't feel bad about it. That's just how you do it. They played the hand really well. It's okay, Jane. That is something that happens. We are going to raise here quite a bit because we're in the small blind, but we have a strong hand. We have a suited Broadway hand at the small blind. Oh, we get cold called. Oh, that sucks. That's the worst thing.
What's the cold call?
That means they had a three. They got 3-bet, and then they're in the big blind, and they just called a 3-bet without being involved in it. It's just a terrible play, but like we're fucked now. We can't win this. Like we didn't hit. We have to fold to any bet because any one of them could have a jack. They could all be playing all sorts of dumb shit. They don't have seat 3 does not have a jack. Seat 2 probably doesn't have a jack. Seat 1 might have a jack. But any of them could have a pair of aces. Could have a pair of 10s, a pair of 9s, no one has a pair of 8s. I don't think we can win under any circumstances. I think someone could have a 4, we're out of position. We're just fucked here. We're just out. That sucks. We just lost fucking 40 big blinds in 2 hands. What a drag. There's your full house. There's your jack.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they've got a jack. Or a 4. I don't think they shouldn't have a 4. Or they could have 4-4. Like, I don't know, 8-8. I have no idea what they have, but I think they had a jack. Jack X. Maybe even Jack 10 suited, which is why they called a 3-bet, a cold call a 3-bet. Not 0.54. We have to drop back down to our 2.4, bring in instead of our 3. Because we're now down below 150 big blinds, which sucks. Ugh, 40 big blinds in 2 hands. More like 45. Ew! Boo number wang. Boo number wang indeed. I think we're probably good, but we'll just check it down, see if we can win 2.4 big blinds. No, if they bet we gotta fold. Our 2s are no good here. Our 2s are no good to chase nothing. Chase nothing at all. No thank you. 7-6 is bad. We'll send that away. Oh my god. Excuse me. Ooh, King Ace suited. Very good. Let's hope we can get a caller here. Maybe even 2. Do our normal. 3 bells. There we go. We did get 2 callers. That's good for both of their ranges, so they could easily have a pair here, but we can't go anywhere with overcards like that. We now have not much. We can't keep calling. They have a queen. Yeah. I'm gonna let that go. King Ace no good. Nope. I should have folded that right away, but I thought about it. There we go. 6s are a playable hand. We'll play 6s. We'll play 6s in the cutoff. I learned a new way to play small pairs, which is aggressively. So we're going to be aggressive with this pair of 6s. I'm going to treat it like a garbage hand. We're just going to bluff with it because Ace King came. Yeah. Six nine's terrible. We will not call any bets. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We could have just got it folded under a free roll. So I kind of made a mistake there, but that's not the biggest deal. It's just one big blind that we were almost certainly going to lose anyway. Ace 8 is not very good, but if not now. I'd say if it folds around and it's just us versus the big blind, I'll play Ace 8. Blind versus blind, you can play a lot of. You can open up your range a whole lot because you know you're going heads up. So. King 9's good. We'll be playing. We'll be defending King 9. Yep. This is a good hand to have for multi-way. Didn't pay. It was bad flop for it, but it was a good hand to go multi-way with. We won't be putting any more money in that pot then. Yeah. Oh, I don't think we know there's no flush there. There's a flush. Get out of there. Yeah, when you got 4 ways and it flops monochrome, it's like someone's got it. Someone's got a strong piece of it at least. Like, so when you see that in Omaha, especially when when there's 20 cards in play and like it's 3 of a suit, it's like, yeah, someone's got it. Not so much in Texas Hold'em, but just slow down. We're just barely above water right now, which sucks. Like we were way up and now we're down like quite a bit. But I don't feel like I made too many mistakes, just like that one. Which I'm not happy about that, but so King Jack's a defendable hand for sure. I'll just get it. King 7 is not. Black 10 is icky. Throw that away. 4-6 no good. 10 ace, middle position. It's technically in my range, but I'm willing to wait for something I like better or better position. I don't like 10 ace, which is funny because I'll play ace 9.
Right.
Nah, not really. Not in middle position. I won't play ace 9 at all. Ugh. Well, that's a shite hand. Yeah, I'll bring a 6 in. I'll bring in a suited ace. We have position now. Yeah, we hit an ace and we have a gut shot straight draw and a backdoor flush draw, so we're gonna bet that big. There we go. That was a very good flop for us there. Ace Jack's great. We'll 3-bet that for just 9. We called. We go all in. That's icky. That's icky. We have to fold to that. You can't call that.
Yeah.
That was queen plus. Probably actually king or ace. It's one of the two. I don't even think they would have done that with ace king. Maybe they would have. I don't know. People do some weird shit.
Yeah.
You're technically supposed to do that. Maybe I don't think you're supposed to go all in. Like
I feel like your audio's gone down a bit.
No, I've got my hand over where my microphone is,
okay, yeah.
And
all
I'm
right, that's it.
murmuring because I'm in thought and I'm like thinking.
Okay,
because
well,
losing
that
money.
makes sense.
Like we're bleeding chips. We're not. We had that one big hand. I mean, I'm gonna defend queen 10 here. It's okay. I'll take that. It's a good flop for us. So we'll go ahead and bet that. That's small since we've got we're multi-way and we're out of position, but we have top pair, so yeah, make a little money. We got queens and threes with a 10. That's okay. We'll still bet small. We'll see what everyone does. See if we get some stragglers or if we get a raise here. There we go. We got a call along the way. I think we can still go for value here. Let's go another small bet. They had jack queen. They win. Bummer. We probably should have checked.
Yeah.
I think I made a mistake. I should have check called. So that's another mistake. We made another 30 big blind mistake. So yeah, I'm not playing 8-7 multi-way. Boo, boo. That was a mistake. I played that wrong. I need to stop being the aggressor from early position, especially with a marginal hand, because I did have it was only a marginal hand. I thought it was like a solid hand, but we were playing marginal.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yes, I will. I'm sorry. I'm covering my microphone again. I want to bring that up here, so I'm not doing that anymore. Maybe I'm a little louder. I can.
Oh, you're definitely louder. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought my mic up to my mouth a little bit. I'm gonna keep it a little quieter though. That way it won't be so bad. But like I'm into this posture right now, so I don't want to fuck with it. I don't want to get like. Oh, boo earns. Yuck, we were up so much. We dropped 80 big blinds. And it was like bleeding. It wasn't even like we lost a big pot. It was just like, oh, I got blood. Oh, it's so painful. It's such a drag. It's so sad. Poker's hard. It's hard to win.
Even with all of your experience, this tells me that I'm probably not going to ever get very good at it, because there's no way I can match your experience, and you're still struggling.
Yeah, I'm a losing player. I'm not even a break-even player. I'm a losing player. I don't have a win rate. See, we got fucking 3-bet again. We're just getting fucking kicked around. It's just not coming our way. Now we're even below our buy-in. Gosh darn. Icky, icky. Icky, icky, poopy pants. Let's get some let's turn this around, chat. Give me some hearts in the chat. Make me feel better. Having a rough one. Thank you. Thank you for the hearts of the chat. Appreciate it. No one saw Rayna doing that, did they? 10 queen. It's suited here. I'll bring it in. Thank you, thank you. Oh, it's not going like terribly. It's just I played one bad hand. I made a mistake, and it wasn't an egregious mistake. It was just a mistake. I am gonna c-bet this here because I'll c-bet small. That's actually kind of a little over half pot. But that's okay. It's a small pot. Yeah. Whenever the board pairs, I like to c-bet because people are intimidated by paired boards, especially if they miss, and it's more likely that they miss because instead of 1 out of 3 cards, you have 1 out of 2 cards that you hit. So it's much less likely that people hit, plus they're afraid of them. Scare cards I like to bet. Scare boards I like to bet.
Yeah.
They're good ones to bluff. You can bluff dry boards too, but there's a little more rules to it. I'll let Jack 7 go. All right, 4-8 is not super duper. Once again, Queen 10. Remember last time when we played Queen 10 at the low jack? We lost 80 big blinds or 50 big, 60 big blinds.
No, the flop did not help us at all.
No, but it's fine. I think we're good. They're quick checking. I don't think they have anything. I think they have ace jack. I think it's fine. Yes.
5-4, terrible.
Yeah, well, we're on the big blind. I'll defend it. I'll defend it to a late position bet.
Okay.
But not if it's early position. Not if it's the low jack there. No, they're just gonna leave. All right. There we go. I'll defend against the big blind for sure. No, both Christina and Jane, I didn't say scared board. I said paired board, as in there is a pair on the board. Yeah. Or I said, no, that's also incorrect. That's what Jane's saying. I said a scare board. Like, so a scary board where like there's a pair or there's a flush or there's like 3 to a straight. Those are boards that that people get scared by because they're very wet and dynamic. Like they could be like monster hands could be there and people are afraid. It's like if 3 hearts come out, that's a scare board. A scare card is an ace. And like if there's a king on the board and someone's betting and then an ace comes, that's a scare card because they had a pair of kings and now the ace can beat them. Like stuff like that. The scary scare. So SCARE is what I did say. But a pair board is a scare board. Remember that. Oh, right. We got folded around to our queens. We can't fucking get no action, baby. There's no action. There's no action. Yo, Elvis Costello fans, that was my Elvis Costello impression. How'd that go? I haven't listened to Elvis Costello in years. No Action's a great song. I think it's the first song off whatever the second record is, which is a really good record. This year's model. No Elvis Costello fans in the house. Rayna, a big Elvis Costello fan?
Not really.
Have you heard much Elvis Costello?
No. A little bit. But I've heard the name. And I think I've heard his song or two. You've heard him, but you might not know it. I'm not even sure because he never had like any huge hits, but he had a lot of hits in his field of. I'm gonna actually get full Jack Queen there, early position. I'm trying to think of probably his most famous song is his first hit, which is Allison. You know that one? Allison. I can't even remember the rest of it. He lost me.
This world is killing you, oh, Allison. My aim is true. No, don't know that one?
Nothing. Got nothing on that one. Yeah.
Got nothing. I don't know what his other hits were. What's so funny about Peace, Love, and Understanding? People know that one, kind of. This year's model. No Action was a hit. No. Not ringing a bell. I don't want to go to Chelsea. Watching the detectives. Nothing. Not doing anything for you. I'm alone. I'm alone in my Elvis Costello fandom. You're not attracted to Elvis Costello and the Attractions.
Is that that's his band?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not. I would say no.
I raised my pocket sevens.
Oh.
And ISO'd them early. They're going to call. I feel okay about that. I might even check raise. Can't anymore. No, I'm just going to call. Check call. Now I'll bet.
Scary
I'll
board.
bet small.
But
it is a scary board, and I do have a full house, so I'll call.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they might have a jack.
House.
Yeah.
Bye.
I don't know what bells be silent mean. What does that mean? Do you know what Jane means?
I don't know.
We'll raise again. We'll do the same thing. We have queens in suited here. We'll just take it down. We'll do a 3-bet. All right, we're above board a little bit. I think we're still down. No, we're still down from our original buy-in. Yeah, because we lost like 25 big blinds when I had to reset it. So, boo. Oh, no, I think I even bought in again. I think we're down like $1.80. So, like, we're way down. I'm going to pot it. And he's 10 suited. We'll bet that for sure. We got a snap call there. That's not good for their range. It's not good for mine either, so I'll check it back and I'll pot control here. They snap checked. I think we're probably going to have to bet it. No, we're not going to because we've got showdown and they're just, yeah, we're just going to check it down and take it. I mean, they were check folding. Oh, I'm so sorry because like your wit is very niche and I like it, but because of the delay of the stream going out and my inability to retain any memory of anything I do or say, it is a really pretty song, Christina. Elvis Costello's great. He's still making music as far as I know. He's been putting out records since the late 70s. He's still doing it. He's good. Like, I like Elvis Costello. But I'm trying to think of it. If you don't know, it's like it's you have to already be a fan. He's not like super famous. I mean, he's famous. He's esteemed, but he's famous in the way like Tom Waits or John Cale is. Like, it's like you have to know he's not like pop famous. He's not necessarily a household name. He's just one notch below a household name. I'll call 7-8 for that much pot odds. I go to pot odds. It didn't really come my way. Pretty much missed pretty hard. So it checks around and the 9 comes. Oh no, we're dead. We'll give up on that. But that was worth a call. That's yours. Good job. Good job with your 10. All right, King 4 is something. Oh, not anymore. 10-9 is not good enough to play from the hijack. Or middle position, as it's known, 6-handed. 3-4 is never good. Three queens, fucking shite. 3-2 is even worse than 3-4. King 3, King Crab. King Crab on the big blind. Hell yeah, you know I'm playing King Crab. Oh, snap. I gotta pot that. They're gonna call. Shit. That's a bluff. They've got something. They had a 10. I bet it quads. I think it was a good bluff, but whatever.
Yeah.
Didn't work that day. Yikes. Yikes on bikes. King 6 is not something I will play to a raise in any position, but I will play against the blind. But I won't call a bet from the button. Not with King 6. Not in the small blind. Looks like they're going to fold there. They snap called. We hit top pair. We're going to check call. We maybe should have c-bet that. We'll call. They very well may have an overpair. We'll see what they do with that 9. Oh, they really like their hand. They shouldn't have 5-7. They're moving quick. I think they have an overpair. I really do. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that fast aggression.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't trust it. It seemed fishy to me. All we had was a pair of 6s anyway. Ace 5. There's a hand we can play. We're supposed to bluff this. We're supposed to 4-bet bluff this hand. And I like doing it. Actually, I like bluffing this hand a lot, so I'm going to bluff this hand. It's okay. We did it. We bluffed the hand and it worked. Jack King. Yeah, it's playable. It's right on the edge in the early position, but we've been seeing a lot of fold equities. That's good. But that does mean, so as much as these players have been folding, we can put them all on solid GTO ranges. Like these, we're not playing against chumps here. This is pretty GTO in here. It's pretty. These are pretty. These players are at least near my level, if not higher. So we have to respect that. But we can keep ranging them, and we can rely on our ranges. And when we see fishy things, we can be like, "That's fishy." But we can probably bluff catch a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just gonna play solid poker. ABC. I'm supposed to defend this. Remember last time and we did spike our 2, but we have a straight draw. Shit. See, god damn. Can't do it. Fucking 2s. They suck. Small pairs are rough. They're rough. There's a way to play them, but like I probably shouldn't have called that. I probably shouldn't have called that multi-way hand. It's probably a loose, bad call. I was set mining.
Yeah.
And set mining doesn't pay off a lot because people are too timid. They won't fall for the set traps. You can't get enough money to make up for the odds. So I calculated it. You have a 1 in 9 chance of flopping a set in Texas Hold'em, which isn't very good, which means you need to get 9-1 on your money to make the call. And you almost never do. Even if you hit your set, you still don't get 9-1 on your money. Like, usually.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Ace
nine
nine
is
is good.
definitely
Suited.
Yeah, well, it's acceptable. It's definitely a callable hand. I'm definitely gonna see a flop with ace nine.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, that's okay. But,
That sucks. Oh wait, no, pair ace. That's great. Pair of aces.
no, we have a pair of aces, but we have a bad kicker, so we have to proceed with caution. Seat 5, we have to worry about. We don't have to worry about seat 6 or seat 2 because they. Yeah, so we're good now. We're good, but they could have checked their ace because they're out of position. So we're still going to be cautious, and we're going to still check our ace. Yeah, no, we should have bet for value there because of the diamonds and the flush draw, but or the straight draw. But see, they're going to bet, and we're going to call because we do have an ace. And so now we have aces and 4s with a king, so we're probably good.
Yeah.
Unless they have ace king, which they could have. I don't think they do. They would have bet. I don't think they have a set.
Yeah. Okay.
They might. I think we're good either way.
They could. But
I think we have to call. I don't think they have a 4. They could have a full house, but I think I think they have an ace, and I think the king's going to play, so I'm calling them. Oh, we had a better hand. They were bluffing.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Busted that bluff.
Yeah, look at that shit. That was called a bluff catch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did the bluff catch this time.
Mm-hmm. And we're up. Or we're not. We're still way down, actually. We're still way down. There's a pair of jacks. We're going to pot it from early position. Hope we get some follow. So get a call from the big blind here.
Right.
That would be ideal. Nope. It's all right. We'll take it down. King 10 suited is just good enough. We'll bring in from early position. They're not supposed to do that, but they did it. It's all right. Doesn't matter. So we're going to be multi-way out of position, which kind of sucks, but we brought in for small, so we can stand it. We have a hand that isn't great multi-way, but it'll work. It's not that good. Can't do it. Yeah, we can't call that 3-bet. We cannot. That was a terrific 3-bet. It was a pretty bad hand. But it is suited. And it can make a straight. But it's 4-2.
But low cards. It's the.
There we go. Let's do the 3. Let's do 3 there. See if they think of it. Let's give it a little juice. We want one of these two to call. Give us a call, big blind. Give us a call. There we go. So that's very good for their calling range, but we still do have a pair of kings, so we're gonna bet small. See if we can just kind of bring them along. If they raise, we'll have to probably still call, but we'll be cautious about it. Their call, that's even worse. They do have 7 in their range. They have 7s all over the place. We're gonna check that back. We're gonna think about it, but yeah, we're gonna check that back. We're in bad shape now. Yeah, there's so many straights and they're all in their range, but they checked it, so we're gonna check it down. We're going to check it back, and we're going to win 10 big blinds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was going to say I probably could value bet there, but at that point, there's no point because nothing worse is going to call us.
Right.
They would have folded anything that wasn't a straight, and they would have called with any straight. And that's all there is to it. Or they would have check raised. So there was no point in betting the river. It was just it's just a bad bet. Just check it down and win with your better hand. There's no value to be had there. Power 5 is not great.
No, that's great.
But we'll see. It could get folded around us, or like, I'll take it on a free roll.
Yep.
See what they do. Oh, I feel like we could absolutely bet this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do the bluff. I think they're weak. I don't think they have shit. If they're slow playing and they call or they raise, I'm gonna be like, yeah, they didn't have shit. Two king is bad, but I will play it against the blind, so I'll do that. Sometimes they auto fold. There we go. Bought the blind. Nine queen's good, but it's not good in early position, so we're gonna let that go. Nine queen suited is a good hand, but not in under the gun. Not good enough for first position, so 6-3 is not good enough for anything ever, anywhere ever. 4-3 is also not good for anything. Three 9 bad. Queen 8 bad. Queen 3 is bad. Queen ace is
no, good.
Great.
Good.
Very
good.
good. Very very good.
Suited. Queen ace.
Strong
Broadway
3-bet.
cards.
Good. Yeah, we're gonna go hard with this. We're even gonna cold 4-bet this if they 3-bet, because we can cold 4-bet that. And so we're gonna bring that up to 10. And so we'll see if they brought in for 3, they're in. That's not terrible for us, but we are out of position. They shouldn't have anything there. They could have 9s or 8s, so they could have technically a set, and they could have 10 jack suited. So we're just gonna hope our high cards are good.
Yeah.
And we're out of position. We're gonna call if they bet, though. They shouldn't have anything here. They shouldn't have 6-7, but that's a pretty big bet. They could easily have a set. They could have 9-8. Like, they shouldn't. I think I gotta let it go. I don't feel like bluff catching with nothing.
Yeah.
With an ace. There's so much that could beat us. It wasn't in their range, though. I mean, unless they're really calling, they could have had like the straight, and it could have just been suited. They could have just been playing a suited connector, which they would have called for 3-bet with. So I think it was a snug fold.
Okay. A snug fold?
Yeah, it's a good fold. Just it's tight. It's snug. It's
snug, tight. Okay, tight. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a tight fold. You like the lingo. I like the poker lingo.
Yeah, I like a lot of the lingo.
I like the jargon's like half the fun for me, honestly. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna flat 7s on the button, and yeah, let it go multi-way and hope I spike a 7. I did not spike a 7. Well, that's definitely not a hand I'm gonna go any further with. Ace 7. Take it. Jack 5 isn't very good, but it is good enough to go heads up with seat 6, but not against the cutoff. Not out of position. Not like that. I guess I'm always out of position even with the big blind, but still. Ugh, not in early position. Not under the gun. Nope. King 10 is a much worse hand than it looks. It looks like it's acceptable because it's Broadway, but it's like the worst Broadway combo. Like it's just.
Which one is King
10. Queen
King
10 off
10.
isn't good either.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it doesn't do very well. It doesn't flop very well. You have a marginal kicker if you hit your king. If you hit a 10, you only got a pair of 10s. You know? 8 jack. Yeah, I'm going to call 8 jack. Just to see. They could easily have checked an ace, but I do have... Now I'm going to bet it because I do have a straight draw. So we'll see. I'm going to call. I missed, so we'll check and see if they do anything. They're going to check back and they have an ace. I thought maybe slow play a set of aces. It's dumb. It's dumb to do that. That was bad poker on their part. It's like, yeah, they got a bluff out of, they got a little bit of a bluff out of me, but like the straight was there and it came, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, you should be betting when the board's that wet. You should just bet your value like that. You shouldn't slow play fucking trips. You really shouldn't. Like, it's just bad policy to slow play trips for a set. You should just, because so much can beat you if you let it come.
I see.
Get your value. Get your value. You know, well, you can, you know.
That makes sense. That's a good philosophy in life.
Bring that in. Oh, it's going to go 3 ways, huh? That sucks. I have a straight draw. I'll check call. Check raise. Now I'll check call. Now I'll check raise. I have a solid straight draw. And I still have an overcard here. Fuck. God damn it, I got called. That means I'm fucking toast. Motherfucker. Both these fuckers have fucking something. Jesus, I'm getting just... I can't... I have to not bluff anymore. Like, it's just, it's killing me.
Yeah.
Like, I just have to fucking check when I don't have it and bet when I do. Yeah. Like, nothing but value. I mean, I just can only bluff from... I need to never bluff out of position ever again. Like, honestly, that's what it is. It's like, I need to stop bluffing out of position. Yeah. Like, I just need to stop. It's fucking killing me. See, they're going to bet small, so I'm going to call them because they could be bluffing. I'll bluff catch with a pair on a paired board. We got 2 bluff catchers. That's not good. If I see another bet, there we go. My 5s might be good here, but they also might not. They could easily have a 10. They're gonna bet. No, they're not. My 5s are good. All right. They were thinking about bluffing it. The bluff would have worked. I would have folded. Ace 9 suited. And the hijack. Don't call. You got 3-bet me. I'm gonna call with a suited ace. Hit top pair, which isn't great. So they could have an overpair because they did 3-bet, but that doesn't hit their range at all, and it does hit mine. I'm gonna check it, and I'm gonna call it. They could easily just have overcards too, and so I'm gonna check call again because that's still good for my range. Now that fast big bet doesn't look good for me anymore. I don't think my 9s are good anymore. I don't like it anymore. They could have easily had jacks. They could have had, or they could have easily had tens plus. Easily. And I don't think even tens. I think jacks plus. So we just keep, we build up a little bit and gets taken away, gets snatched away from us.
Yeah. It's like a metaphor for life.
Build up. 10 king. Off is not a great hand, but we will defend it, especially against the min click from the big blind. We hit top pair. We will check. We will check call because it's a marginal made hand. And the straight is in play. We're going to bet for value here because they didn't bet it again. I'm going to value bet. Probably should have bet small. Try and deuce a call. Ace 5, no good. Jack 2, no good. Coming up on the top of the hour. Stagnated at 100 big blinds.
Yep.
Did I buy back in? I can't remember if I did or not. Do you remember if I bought back in? I feel like I may have. Like I went down a lot, and I had to buy back in. So we might be down like 2 bullets. I don't remember if I did or not. I'll have to watch back. Christina, Jane, or Charlotte, if you're still there, did I buy in? Did I like drop down to like 20 big blinds and like buy back in? I can't remember. I feel like I did that, so I'm like down like 2 bullets here. Or I'd be down 1 bullet if I left, which you can suffer it, but I don't feel great about it. Yeah, I am gonna play this. I am gonna play King 9 off. I'm feeling the vibe. I was right. King 4, I would have played on the button, but I'm not gonna play it on the cutoff. Ace, ace, I will play in any position. We'll always play ace, ace, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do the.
So, that Jane Doe said you never bought in when I've been here, and Christina.
Okay,
came
you've
late,
been
so
here.
She doesn't know. So it's been, if you have bought in, it's been a while.
It's been a while. It was before the potty break. I got 3-bet with my aces, so I am gonna 4-bet that, and I'm gonna 4-bet a little small here. I'm gonna do 25. And so hopefully they have kings and or king, ace, king, and they're gonna go hard and they're gonna 5-bet me all in, which is what I want. They called. Well, now they shouldn't have jack queen, but they could have queen queen. They could have jack jack. I'm betting that they have king king or king ace, and I am betting. I'm betting the pot. I'm betting 2/3 pot. I'm betting a lot. I want to have enough to go all in on the turn. And I want them to chase their straight. Yeah, I'll go all in. They did have jack jack. Fuck, they have quads. Well, when your set of aces loses to quads, when your full house aces full of jacks loses to quads, you can call that a bad beat. I'm not going to buy in. I'm going to eat my 2 bullets and say la vie. Rayna, if you want to kill the poker screen and take us back to the you and the me.
Of course.
Yeah. So, it was not a great day for anyone. What a terrible week we had.
It's just
Rayna broke
is
her
the
wrist.
cherry. Yeah.
Rayna broke her wrist. What else happened? So many other. I did not get a job I really thought I was going to get and was interviewing for a month.
Yeah.
Emily and I and the Transverse got mixed up in all this sort of local stupid drama that's actually really ugly. And like it's just like
and me too.
It's just and I think I think the Republican Party declared us all terrorists. Like
if they haven't, they're well on their way. Yeah, nihilistic
I think
extremists.
they passed a thing or they put forth a thing. So I think we're all technically enemies of the state as of right now. So
it's amazing that such a thing would even be legal.
It's not. Nothing he's ever done is legal. Yeah. That's the thing. Is like he's more illegal than anything. He's the biggest criminal to ever walk. He's the most brazen criminal ever to walk this earth. Like it's just like it's crazy, but they have the seat of power. I'm not worried about it. I don't think they're gonna do anything out here, but I don't know. If it gets really hot, I'll bounce and I'll skip to Mexico and I'll live on the beach.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
About it. Yeah, that's about it. All right, y'alls. Nothing much else. We are gonna do church. Rayna can't make it, which is really sad. I almost want to. You can't do it on any sort of regular thing anyway. So kind of is a drag. I'm going to try and get Lilith in. Lilith said she'll do church with me tomorrow, and then I'm going to have to talk to my friend, a couple friends, and see if I can get someone. If one of you wants to be my, possibly be my Church of Alt Tech partner, just kind of DM me, let me know, get in touch with me. You all know how. Let's see. We'll see. I have a friend in mind that I might be able to talk into doing it. So I will. Oh, Jane, would you be willing to be on church? All right, Jane, we'll talk after. I'll call you. I'll call you. We'll do some business. All right. I will talk to you later. And church resumes at 11 o'clock tomorrow. And we're starting a brand new game. I got my system all stable. And we're going to do it. So I love you. Kisses. Au revoir.
Bye.